Look! There are two shiny spots on dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting dvalin's mind. We're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. Extract and condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Now we can fight dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Here we go! Now's our chance! Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck!
Windblade!
This is dvalin's ace in the hole! Celestinum Finale Termini!
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step. Clot on his neck.
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt, and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere, and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future. You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumph!
Yep, we're back from Tusk.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deed. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that doesn't come into it. You guys did. When I brought you into the city that day, I was just
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for...
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do.
Aftermath?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers. Well,
exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not out of... Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating. Our best guess is that
they've taken over the Hilly
That's right. And, There's no time like the present.
You bet!
Awesome, let's go! Wait for me a good hunt.
Welcome to Mondstadt.
Here we go. Crisis, danger, Adventurers Guild. Roll up, youngsters. What? This Storm Terror threat is resolved? Storm Terror.
Told you I'd win.
Long live the heroes. Many trade routes have closed due to the... I hope they get the trade...
So Storm Terror's true identity is dvalin. Every cloud has a silver lining.
We're fortunate that for that, we have you. As long as we have the knights.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Greetings. May I take your...
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot.
While all the other knights are...
Thinking can be an arduous...
So what you thinking about?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. That same day, I saw shadowy...
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside. Except for me, of course. Through various means. The situation is this.
The Abyss Order?
Yes. And...
What exactly did you have...
Let's just say I'm There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call him... the Prince. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe... I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices...
1 minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please. Today's recommendation is the steak. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations and...
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius. That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat...
That was good!
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy lyre.
May the Animal Archon... I'm not really in a position to speak, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of... Fortunately, everything was resolved peace.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing. And on the contrary...
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The Holy Lyre! Oh, Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What?
Tone deaf, Bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty isn't waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! found you lying unconscious outside. That bard awakened first, but strangely, this is the first time I've encountered such a patient.
He left?
The symbol, I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree, but it's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well.
The Fatui were the ones who attacked you. Master Jean has already returned to the Knight's headquarters. But she also said that if the Fatui didn't leave any traces, the Knights might find it difficult. We can do this!
La da 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 da.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. Add astro...
La da 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 da.
I wonder when I'll... I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
La da 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 da.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
About those books in the restricted section that Lisa mentioned, have you ever wondered what sort of books might be kept in there? Perhaps it contains books not suitable for children?
Huh? But the Boar Princess isn't in the restricted section. What could be more unsuitable for children than that? Paimon's curious.
Sure would be nice to spend a night at the Goth Grand Hotel.
Paimon thinks so too. The rooms are sure to be big and clean.
Still, I've heard Mr. Goth say that they've had all kinds of strange problems ever since the Fatui moved in. The electro-sissons that their mages brought in attracted a lot of dust with static electricity, which ended up killing a lot of those sissons. Then, someone mixed up the mist grass pollen and the pepper, and the agents ended up brawling amongst themselves, each insisting that the other owed them money for wine.
Hang in there, Goth Grand Hotel.
Lately, some Guhua clan disciples have been retelling an ancient story.
The Guhua clan, huh? Paimon bets it's a heroic story.
Several female disciples decided to partake of a contest of arms to see who would marry their male junior, and he approved.
Ooh, Paimon's heard this one. In Liyue, they call this a joust for a spouse.
Better see how I read the cathedral if you're... The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck? So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the seven. The seven don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's Gnosis. How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the seven, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. Which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
And a certain someone,
Dissension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye! We're going!
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you. Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Up till the end, dvalin remembered his duty as one of the four winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I just hope that dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say? Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a prince who orchestrated the plan to corrupt dvalin? They were probably trying to turn dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such prince of the Abyss Order. I think so too. Apparently. But how does a princess come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order? If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the Seven Nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui can only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Yes. As I said earlier, The Cryo-Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa... I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan? Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the Seven all the more difficult. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A gnosis is a higher-order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the Seven. But as for which of the Seven took your brother, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the Seven, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
Hang on a hot second. Tone Deaf Bard is just one of Barbados' many incarnations. Who's to say that...
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your brother, how would you like to become one of the new Four Winds?
You don't seem too into it. Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! If being one of the Four Winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Well then, best be off to Lille. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
On the way back to Mondstadt after rescuing dvalin, we finally got to see one of the 7 Archons, didn't we? It was interesting to see what kind of god he was.
Haven't we known Venti for quite a while now?
As Venti, yes. But still, this was the first time that we got to see him as the Animo Archon Barbados. Normally, he hides his true divinity behind the facade of a bard. What does freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god? That was the question that he asked dvalin. I'm still contemplating that. You know?
She can't keep up with me.
Greetings, I am Timaeus. Alchemy is a craft that has been... Its mechanisms are magic. If we can get the hang...
This
Give it a go yourself. You'll be fine. All we are really doing is following the methods of the ancient, much as one who uses a wind glider needs not understand how it was. The difference with alchemy is that every time I think I finally understand how it's supposed to work, something totally... To be honest with you, there's a lot of other mysterious recipes. Over the course of your adventures, you should come across some alchemist notes from ancient civilizations. And as your adventure rank increases, more recipes will become available to you. You're welcome. I look forward to hearing more about your exploits. Well, see you next time.
Won't let you down! I'll race you there!
Let it rain. Bet you can't keep up with...
Let the show begin.
escapes my sights. Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Come on, we can do it.
Let it rain! Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. Bet you can't keep up with me! Bet you can't keep up with me! I'll race you there!
Add Astra. Add Astra Abyssosk.